Hi, this is 365801 and today I'm going to be going through my Male Mill Romance reads for 2022 and seeing if I have completed the Buzzword Reading Challenge. So I have already done a video a little bit like this for the Futekia library, and I read quite a few things on Futekia, but not anywhere near as much as I had planned to, and I'll put a link in the corner and in the description to that video if you're interested in watching it. I'm really excited about the Buzzword Reading Challenge. I get excited every year, and I'm excited for next year as well. But I thought, seeing as I've already done it through Futekia, why don't I check my Male Romance reads? And so on Goodreads, I created a shelf where I just put all of the Male Romance reads that I've done in 2022 so that I could check them. And it's quite good with the visual. I can see and go through all of the different titles. Some are rereads. I did quite a few rereads. Some were rereads from previous years, and some were so great this year that I read them maybe twice or maybe even 3 times. So yeah, why don't we go through what I read and if it corresponds to, obviously, the prompts from January through to December. I've made the little image so it makes it easier to see, and we're gonna just get on with it. So let's just get started with January, which is, of course, the 5 Ws. The first one I'm going to be showing you is How Goes the World by KJ Charles, which is a reread. It is one that I have enjoyed a lot. How to Bang a Billionaire by Alexis Hall was one that I did not enjoy. I gave it 2.5 stars. This was not my bag at all. I also read How to Date a Dragon, which was a little novella by Louisa Masters as part of her dragon fantasy series, which I quite enjoyed. And of course, I also had How to Vex a Vampire by Alice Winters, and I was really disappointed with this one as well. I thought I was going to love it, but I did not. I did not like it at all. So I have gone with How Goes the World by KJ Charles, part of the Subtle Blood. After Subtle Blood, you can read that. It's part of the Will Darling mystery series. Absolutely, highly recommend. Such a good one. Then if we go on to February, we've got pronouns and possessive pronouns. The first one being Crushing on Him, which I didn't really enjoy. Making Him Mine by Saxon James, which is a little novella, which I did actually enjoy. That was quite a good addition. I also read What If It's Us and Here's to Us, which I didn't think I was going to enjoy, but I actually did thoroughly enjoyed it. Then I also have some other ones that were rereads. Meet Me at Midnight by Lynn Van Dorn. I really enjoyed this. It's a great one. And The Summer of Us by Lily Morton, which I didn't enjoy as much. But of course, I have to go with the big ones that I read this year, which is Him and Us by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy. So I'm going to put Him into my little image. It's such a great series, highly recommend. So if we go on to March, we've got Locations, and Locations is quite an easy one. I've got Bay from Wolf at Bay, House in the Cerulean Sea. So obviously that's another one. A Haunted House, that was a great series actually. Trailer Park Trickster, which I've come to really enjoy this series. Spectred Isle by KJ Charles again, really loved that one. And See You in Boston, which is now no longer a book, but I read it, so it should count. So I've put in The House in the Cerulean Sea for that one. Then we've got April, and April is big, little, small, large, those kind of words. And I've specifically gone with the Big Bad Wolf series because I knew it had big in the series title and I wanted to read the whole series for one prompt. And so I've decided to use the wolf at the door as the prompt image because it's such a great series. Highly, highly recommend. Then if we go into directions, Out of Control by Lynn Van Dorn. I thought Out would be quite good. After Felix, maybe that would count, which was a reread as well. Then also The Magic Between, which was an interesting one, but it's got between in the title. And Anyway the Wind Blows, which I think is a pretty good, it's a pretty good title for directions. So I've gone with Carry On, which is also a Rainbow Rel, and I absolutely loved Carry On. I didn't think I was going to. Absolutely loved it. Such a great series. Now another series I went for in June, and that was All for the Game series. which is of course by Nora Sakovic, This Vauxhall Court, The Raven King and the King's Men, which I specifically read so that this would be in the prompt. I have mixed feelings about this series. It definitely gave me a book hangover, but yeah, it's going in for June. Now on to July, and there's only one book, and that's Platonic Rule Book for Bookish Words. So I'm really pleased I actually read it. So that's going in for July. Now August is items, and so there's loads and loads of things I can have. So there's Diamonds by KJ Charles, Hat Trick, that's Eden Finlay, and Football Royalty, so football. So I'm going to go with a Football Royalty and put that in for Eden Finlay. Now on to September, which is light and dark, but you could also have shadows. So I've put Shortbread and Shadows in for September. I'm really pleased that I read that one because I didn't think I was going to get anything for light and dark, and then I remembered shadows is fine. I've got Jackdaw as an animal for October. Cry Wolf, obviously. Portals and Puppy Dogs. Puppy Dogs is another one. I absolutely loads of animals. Dragons, because that's a creature, because we can have creatures as well for October. Another wolf one. There's just loads. And of course, we've got Slippery Creatures, because creatures is one you can have anyway. So I went with The Magpie Lord because I read it twice this year and I really enjoyed it. I also have ing words for November. So Courting Death, which I did not enjoy, by Jill Haven. The Dating Disaster by Saxon James. Playing Games by Riley Hart, which was a little bit of a disappointment. Once Again, Crushing on Him, also a disappointment. Mastering the Muse, also a disappointment. And The Stopping Place, which was also a little bit of a disappointment. So I went with The Gentleman's Guide to Getting Lucky, which was the little extra after, and I kind of enjoyed that one. So ing words were not a great mix for me this year. On to December, and that's Numbers. 5 for Heaven, KJ Charles. 2 for Trust, L. Brownlee, which was absolutely appalling. 2.5 stars. And Goal Lines and First Times, which is of course Eden Finlay and Saxon James. But I've gone with the Louisa Masters, One Bite with a Vampire. And so there's been quite a few different books, but I've managed to get every single month filled up with something that would cover the prompts for the Buzzword Reading Challenge for 2022. So I'm really, really pleased about this. I'm wondering if anyone else does this and if they've gone through their Mail Romance, and have you read everything that would cover all of the different prompts? Let me know in the comments down below. I think I might have to do this now for my BL manga, because it seems like I've done my Futekia, which is digital, and I've done Mail Romance, and that just leaves BL manga. So I think I might have to do a third video. So keep an eye out for that one. If you're interested, subscribe so you get notified when that video goes up. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. I'm 365801 and I make videos about BL manga, yaoi, Mail Romance, and all that good stuff. Yeah, check out the Buzzword Reading Challenge video that Kayla puts up sometime at the beginning of December, and maybe we can do the Buzzword Reading Challenge for 2023 together. I think that would be kind of cool. So yeah, take care everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!